Hi, welcome to Centerville Reports today. I'm Maureen Russell Hodson. Well, it's going to happen in just under a week, the 43rd Annual Americana Festival. And here to tell us more is Duke Lunsford, the Executive Director. Hi, Duke.
Hi, Maureen. How are you today?
Well, it seems like it was just last week that we're talking about the 42nd Annual
It was.
Festival.
I mean, you talk about 365 days going just like that.
Quick time. And this year's festival, as we say always, bigger and better than ever.
It
right?
is. Absolutely.
So it kicks off really on July 3rd with a concert over at Stubbs Park.
That is correct.
So we want to make sure that you stop by at 7 o'clock, Stubbs Park. You can hear the Centerville Community Band, the Centerville Community Chorus. There's a flag ceremony with the Centerville VFW post. Of course, you'll hear from the Grand Marshal, who is Mark Kingseed.
Our former mayor.
Yes. And a lot of other special events happen. So we hope to see you there on July 3rd. And really, that's a nice kickoff for the 4th, which is on Monday, full day of activities.
Full day of activities. We start, of course, the street closings at 7 o'clock, and then we've got the 5K run. Everybody's going to be pumped up for that, followed by our parade, which kicks off at 10 o'clock, our street fair. Right after the parade finishes up at around 11:30, goes all the way to around 5 o'clock. And then we take a little respite a little bit, and then we come back to the high school for the grand finale, which is our fireworks.
Yeah, and we're going to go over each of those events.
Absolutely,
but,
yes.
Before we do, let's talk about 43 years this festival's been going on, so it's really a part of the tradition in Centerville, Washington Township.
It started out as an ox roast right up the corners of Centerville, and it's just kind of evolved, and now it's become an institution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It really has received national recognition.
It is. We are the largest July 4th celebration in the state of Ohio on that given day.
So that's quite a feat.
It really is, and we were recognized a couple of years ago by national news and everything else like that as being one of the top 10 cities for the American way of life.
And we have to let people know that this doesn't just happen. I mean, we were saying it seems like you and I were just talking last week, but really it takes a good year to plan for the next year. So it's all volunteer driven, right?
It really is. We have well over 100 volunteers in our organization, from food to arts and crafts to logistics. I don't want to leave anybody out.
But everybody that makes things happen is a volunteer.
Is a volunteer.
It's pretty amazing.
It is, and our office is located uptown in Centerville, and we start actually planning probably, I always joke around and say July 5th.
But really it's the 12th of July.
Yes,
Kinda?
Yes, because we have our wrap-up dinner meeting and everything else like that, and we kind of review everything as far as what happened the previous 10 days, and then we start planning for the next year.
So if you're looking to get involved with the community, the Americana Festival is a great way to do that, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't care what your background is, and because we're always looking for volunteers, whether it be for the day of, or for a lot of our units that we have, whether it be the food, entertainment, or whatever.
Okay, so if you are looking, it's not too late.
Oh, absolutely
to volunteer. You want to call the Americana Festival office? Is that the best way?
That you could call us at 433-5898, or via email, which is our Americana Festival at sbcglobal.net.
Okay, so we hope, I mean, as you said, it takes 100 volunteers, and it really does take 360 some odd days to put this festival together. But this year's theme is Keeping History Alive, Centerville, Washington History's 50th anniversary.
Correct.
And that really is a celebration of the Historical Society in Centerville, Washington Township, right?
It is. Just the culmination of those two communities coming together and what has happened in Centerville and Washington Township, and for 50 years, and we're putting it all together for this year.
And that organization has preserved our history so well for the past 50 years. We want to make sure, too, that you stop by the Ashel Wright House, which is on Main Street, or also Walton House Museum.
That is correct.
On Franklin, they will both be open. They're celebrating all year their 50th anniversary, but
Right.
a fitting tribute for that organization, because they really have done such a great job with preserving all of our history.
It is.
Through
yes.
exhibits and so forth. And then recognizing our Grand Marshal.
Yes, our former mayor, Mr. Mark Kingseed, a tremendous individual. He's done so much for our area and our city and everything else like that. And he was just a great person, to be chosen for Grand Marshal.
And he, as the former mayor, he kind of knows the routine of what to do on the 4th of July,
does.
right? He knows where to show up for the parade.
Where to show up and then
what awards he needs to pick and
that's
things
right.
like that.
As far as our floats are concerned, he's going to be judging some of our floats and everything. So yeah.
Longtime mayor, as you said, public servant, and I'm sure he's thrilled to be a part of the festival as Grand Marshal.
Oh yes,
so.
when we contacted him back in October, he was just super excited to have that title. Yes.
And of course, you'll get to see him in the parade on the 4th of July, and then he'll be out and about picking awards and kind of
also picking awards for the auto show, and so yeah, he has a full line of.
He has a full schedule that
yes.
day. Okay, so let's talk about the 4th of July, because have chairs started appearing yet?
Oh yes.
Okay, chairs are out. Good. That's always a good sign people are ready.
I know. My wife and I went for some ice cream last night, and all of a sudden we're going home, and we were on Franklin. I go, the chairs,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because they sometimes come out 10 days, 2 weeks before the event. So.
They do, and it's really amazing. There's tape in between the trees and everything else like that.
This is my spot.
In fact, I just came from the office, and some lady called our office and said that her husband is 90 years old. She wants to, is there special parking, and how can she see the parade right close up front? And I said, it's kind of like on a first come, first served basis, but here's how, you do it.
Yeah.
And she goes, really? Okay, I'll go and place my chairs there.
So you know all the special secret places, and we actually have a graphic of the map of the whole festival, because it's pretty expansive. I mean, from the parade through the actual event, the 5K run, and you can see there, don't plan to travel around Main and Franklin Street on the 4th of July.
No, some of the side streets, yes, Ridgeway, and you can park at Stingley, Elementary, and then just kind of walk a block down. It's because you just can't get close.
Well, the parade probably attracts 70,000 people. I mean,
Easy.
it's 6, 7 deep in some areas.
Yes, as you, from the start of the parade, which is at the high school, and then as you progress up into the center of town, I have seen people that are 9 and 10 deep.
Yeah.
Okay, it's almost like theater seating.
And you kind of get a sense of it right there.
There you go, right there, on that nice quality graphic.
So starting with, I guess we've got the parade there. The parade, as you said, starts at 10 o'clock.
Starts at 10 o'clock. We're going to have 3 flyovers this year.
Okay.
We're going to have Miami Valley South with their Care Flight, followed by the Warbirds, followed by the Right B Flyer.
Okay, so you want to make sure that you do get your spot for the parade, but prior to that is the 5K run, which also kicks off at the high school as well,
That is
right?
correct. Starting at the football stadium, and they run out of the parking lot, the east parking lot, all the way down Franklin, down to, I believe, Klein.
Yeah. I think it is
And
Klein.
then turn around and come right on back.
And you can wear your festive attire and get right into it. Then we have the street fair, which has over
Oh my goodness.
250, close to 300?
Close to 300
Okay.
vendors. They come from all over the country. I want to say almost 50 states. I could miss a few there, but they're from all over. From, from wood crafters to metal arts to jewelry.
Everything is handmade.
Everything
right?
is handmade. You cannot, nothing is sold via a manufacturing plant. It's all hand done by these folks, yes.
And I know I was speaking with Pat Bethel, who's the chair of that, on Friday, and she told me that she's already had to turn away 32 people last week.
Yeah,
Pretty
we have a waiting list of 32 people on there, and it's just phenomenal because our cutoff is June 1. And because of all the logistics that go involved in that and the mailings and everything, we want to make sure people get their proper paperwork and their parking passes and things like that. So we have to have a cutoff date.
Okay, so you're up and down Main Street with booth after booth after booth. Lots of fun things to look at, but here's the great thing. Lots of good food to sample too.
Oh my goodness.
Lots and lots of good food.
Lots of good food, from barbecue to Greek to Italian to Mediterranean.
And then just carnival type food too, right?
Yes, okay. The cone lady down at the children's area. It's just, you name it, we have it.
Oh, and that's a good point. We make sure people know that the festival goes all the way from Main and Franklin, so all the way down Main Street into Benham's Grove, and then continues down through the car show.
Down to the car show.
And then down to the activity center.
Right. A lot of people were, last year said, children's area? Where's the children's area? So I contacted our children's area chairperson, and she came up with this brilliant idea of one of those little things, that the big, tall, what we call Gumby, like characters. All right. So if you see this big blue thing just kind of going crazy, that's
where you want to go. You want to go crazy.
That's the entrance to the children's area. So you just walk down that driveway.
Okay. So don't forget, because there's also spray ground and other things to happen down there. But all those activities center around things for kids, and you can see there, the Minions, and it's just a lot of fun down there. Also, we have a bunch of entertainment. So we have entertainment that really goes all the way down the street and again into Benham's Grove and the activity center.
And the activity center, and something new this year that's going to be in Burke Orthodontics is going to be an aerial act, I believe.
Yes.
So that's going to be
That'll
good.
be fun. So you want to stop by there. They have 4 show times. You can see on the screen now we have a band at Centerville Service Station, and really we thank all of the merchants and all of the residents who the festival affects, because obviously that day is a very, very busy day. We have a lot of supporters from our businesses and individuals, and through sponsorship.
Our sponsors are absolutely incredible. We have a complete list of sponsors, which we want to thank not only the day of, but even now. It wouldn't be possible with the number of sponsors that we have, and it's a whole list, and we'll thank them again during our Grand Marshal reception and our program, as well as in our what we have as far as our dispatch is concerned, the Centerville Dispatch.
Yes, they really help make things happen. So that whole day, okay, you've had entertainment and food and activities and the car show, which is
about 190 cars, okay, and so they just keep coming into the office and things like that, and it's $10 to register your car, and they come and park it, and away they go.
So 5 o'clock. Things kind of settle down, right?
And then, and the Centerville comes in with their trucks and everything, and just make that whole
unbelievable turnover, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it's almost like you're in the Wizard of Oz or something. It's just totally pristine.
These things.
Exactly. I Dream a Genie kind of thing. Yeah. Yes, exactly. And so then everybody kind of goes home, just takes a deep breath a little
siesta
bit.
there,
little
right?
siesta. All right. And then back at the high school.
We want you back at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. We have some food vendors already starting to set up there. Best seats in the house.
And so let's tell you about best seats in the house. If you want the best seats to watch the fireworks, you want to be part of the best seats in the house.
Yes, they are tables right on the Centerville home side of the track. All right, and I believe last count was 36 tables that'll be set up, and there are balloons and everything. And again, the color theme, the red, white, and blue, and it's
great way to kind of wrap up your night. You can have dinner there.
Exactly.
And then you can contact the Americana office still, I guess, for best seats in the house.
That is correct.
And we'll put you in touch there. But the band that's going to play is the Beatles tribute band, Ticket to Ride. So that'll be a lot of fun. Of course, we recognize the scholarship winners.
Scholarship winners are given either their checks at that time or prior to that, and so we do recognize them. So they kind of strut right up there, and
we've got a photo of some of them from last year.
There you go.
Scholarship winners as well. And then also, in case of rain, fireworks only will be on July 5th.
On July 5th, on Tuesday, July the 5th.
Okay, and then I also want to remind folks, if you like to decorate and want to get 100% into the spirit, the Patriotic Decorating Contest.
Decorating contest is going on right now. Give us a call again at the office, or drop us an email, because the judging is happening right now.
Okay, so very quickly.
Yes.
So for more information, because we say it's a full day, I mean, there's not enough time to talk about all the things that are happening, all the terrific volunteers and sponsors who make it happen, but AmericanaFestival.org, best place to go for up-to-the-minute information?
Either call us 433-5898 or Americana Festival at sbcglobal.net.
Okay, and make sure you stop by the City of Centerville booth. That's located right outside of Benham's Grove. You can meet council members and pick up more information about the City of Centerville. That's going to do it for us. Thanks, Duke. Thanks for
Maureen.
watching. We'll see you next time.